Um, but I live in New Hope, and the reason why there's not a lot of people from New Hope here is because a lot of us are undocumented. I'm undocumented. So this is my daily reality, right? And I know my family members, a lot of friends, a lot of people in New Hope are undocumented. And this is huge, right? Because this is someone here that can attack us, can deport us, can hurt us, right, in our own community. And yes, this officer should be fired because it doesn't make sense for him to be here if he doesn't even understand the boundaries as an officer. But furthermore, I don't want him to just be fired and then for New Hope to say, wow, we fixed everything, everything's perfect again, right? The policies need to change in New Hope because I live here and this is it's not going to go away once he's fired, right? Like it's still traumatizing to me that this even happened and that my family could be in danger if ever stopped by an officer, right? So we can't just fire him and think everything is okay. I encourage you all to think about what are the policies that are going to change. What are you going to do institutionally in your department and in the administration of New Hope to make sure that this does not happen again, and also to make sure that any officer who thinks that this was okay or who is defending this officer are immediately reprimanded for their behavior. So I really encourage you to think about the policies, the trainings, concrete things, right? Like the U visa policy. Like the fact that that's a thing is extremely scary to me. Because people always ask me, like, well, how do you become a citizen? It's either I get married or I get a U visa, right? And if we don't even have that opportunity to get a U visa, if something violent happens to us, how can we live in this community and feel safe if that's happening? I also encourage the New Hope Police to, I don't know, obviously I'm not really into politics and I don't understand the whole, all the system, but when Crystal decided to not, to shut down streets when people came to demand accountability for what they did to a Crystal resident named Khalil, New Hope was there when Crystal decided to, like the whole police department was gone, right? Like I don't even know what happened, but they were not there. And New Hope was present, and I don't know the systems, but I do know what that reflected to me as someone who lives in New Hope. So in sum, there are people in New Hope, but we can't really talk because that puts us in danger. So I want you to know that it's just not people in Minneapolis, but what they feel is reflected in your community, but we're just not able to really talk about it. So yes, fire this officer because what he did is not okay, but also I encourage you, and honestly, I demand you as a community member to enact policies that are going to make sure that not only this doesn't happen again, but to ensure that we are safe here, right? Don't be afraid, because we pay a lot of money into New Hope. We do. We have a lot of impact in this city, so I really encourage you. And I'm not going to thank you because this is what your job is, right? And that's why you are elected. And it's true, and you know that. And but I do admire you for not doing what Crystal did, which is to completely just shut down Crystal Police, by the way. But yeah.